Alrighty, what's going on everybody? Ninja here, and today we're back at it again with a Dragon Ball video. Now today's Dragon Ball video is going to be talking about Dragon Ball Super. And today's Super discussion is going to be talking about the Potara Retcon in Dragon Ball Super. Now if you don't know about the Potara Retcon, in the last arc of Dragon Ball Super, which was the Future Trunks saga, we got to see Vegito once again. And boy oh boy, Vegito was dope for the like 6 minutes that we saw of him, and then he unfused. Yeah, he unfused. Here's the thing, in the original series they said, pretty much, older Kai told Goku, hey, by the way, these Potara earrings will make you fuse forever. And in Super, they'll, nope, forget that. That only works for Kaioshins, and the Elder Kais and Supreme Kais, they're just stupid this entire time, and if you're a human, you only stay fused for like 30 minutes, then boom, you're done. What? Okay. Like, that caused quite a bit of controversy, and there's good both sides of the argument. In this video, we'll be talking about, was it a good idea or was it a bad idea? Now, let's talk about one of the most positive things it's done. It's cleared up a good portion of the misconception that Vegito defused inside of Majin Buu. And if you remember in the Buu saga of Dragon Ball Z, when Vegito fused for the first time, for some odd reason, he defused instead of Majin Buu. There wasn't a legitimate explanation. I mean, the manga, Goku said it was the awful toxication in Buu's body or whatever, and there's been some fan theories like maybe because it's the Supreme Kai and the Majin, the complete opposites and everything like that, maybe the magic doesn't work and it whatever. So there have been crazy theories like that just spreading around, but then now we finally have a legit explanation. It was because of the time limit. And when it comes down to fixing a previous plot hole and making it somewhat consistent, that's pretty good. I'm not even lying. But the problem where it lies is that this doesn't make Vegito unique, and it's just another sake of bringing in plot convenience. Now, when I say this doesn't make Vegito unique, one of my favorite parts of the differences between Gogeta and Vegito, I always like the fact that Vegito was more of the overpowered fusion, partially because I prefer Vegito in general. There was a clear difference between the two. Gogeta was the one that was only temporary but still insanely strong, and Vegito was the one that was also insanely strong, if not stronger. But yet the thing is, the biggest drawback was he couldn't be separated. That's it, you're going to use that for a last scenario. That would be dope, okay? But then now it's just the 30-minute rule isn't really special. That also applies to Gogeta. So what's so special about this Vegito? Oh, he's slightly stronger. Yeah, that doesn't really do anything interesting. And my next reason for a negative of this thing is that it's kind of plot convenience. Now, there's going to be random plot pools in the middle of any Dragon Ball story. Not just Dragon Ball, but any story in general, you're going to find at least one or more plot pools. It's just that Dragon Ball has quite a bit of them. And the plot pool in this was honestly just a little thrown in there. It's almost like they hadn't planned the climax until they got to it, like the chapter before. They're like, what should we do? Okay, yeah, fine, we'll bring in Vegito, but he has a time limit now. Whatever. It just feels so convenient to the plot and doesn't have any build-up or anything like that. Now, I understand this is going to be a little hard to redo, because I know you know how Toei and their strict schedule and everything, even their planning is a little scarce on time to create like a good, developed, well-built story. They need to think of something quick at the moment, because in my eyes, they probably had a completely different climax, but they had to change it because of the Vegito fusing thing. So they came up with this, which, yeah, like I've been saying, just feels like a complete plot pull out of nowhere. It wasn't mentioned at all in the previous, and right when they're about to go on the climax, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, you can defuse. Just feels so thrown in there and shoehorned out of nowhere. So if you're a guy who completely hates plot holes and wants everything to follow by canon, then you will love this idea. Let me tell you, this is probably one of your favorite parts of Vegito being in this series. But if you're a guy like me who focuses on plot holes and stuff a little bit, but focuses more on the storytelling aspect and how things are well built and everything like that, this wasn't a very good idea. Now, granted, I will probably have a how I would redo this Potara Retcon will be explained in my Dragon Ball Super Future Trunks arc redone video, which will be dropping soon. I have no idea when, I barely scripted that, but trust me, that is a video soon to come. So, but what do you guys think? Do you think the Vegito unfusing was a bad idea, or do you think it was a good idea? I would like to hear both sides of the argument, because trust me, I want to get more of these, Dragon Ball discussions engaging in the comment section down below and everything. But anyways guys, thanks so much for watching. Ninja out. Peace everybody.